Hello rocket science fans, welcome back. My name is Mr. Michael, and today we're going to be going through pulley belts and pulley wheels. Earlier in our video we talked about the same size wheels, turning the pulley belt, and when we rotate they go the same speed, at the same time, the same way. Well, now in this video we're actually going to talk about slowing down. We talked about speeding up. This time we're going to talk about slowing down. So how to slow down? We actually reduce our size of pulley wheel at the top, and it's going to be the output. It's going to slow down how many rotations actually go into the end part. So let's take our belt off first before we take anything else off. And we're going to remove, let's see if this axle is going to come out. Yes, that was awesome. We actually put a smaller, oops, I'm using the gray one this time. I'm going to use a smaller at the top and a larger at the bottom. And put this on by holding the top part and going across the bottom part. Now, what I didn't mention earlier, I do want to mention this time is you do want to make sure you have not too much slack in your pulley belt. If your pulley belt's dangling and it's not staying on, that's not a good connection. And if your pulley wheel is not, I'm going to actually add a lot of friction on this side. If you're turning and nothing's happening on the other end, well, I can add enough friction, my finger's actually holding it. I'll put my actual finger right here for exaggeration. If it's actually not turning, then you have too much friction on the end. You just need to loosen this up so it has like a little jiggle here. Not too much because it'll actually sling off. So let's get into slowing down. So slowing down, let's slip this up. We have our driver here and our follower here. So I'm going to go around. It should go around 3 times on a driver before this follower goes around 1 time. So we're going to go around 1, 2, and 3. Approximately 3. Again, there's slippage in the pulley wheel, in the pulley belt, and it's going to slip on you. So I can actually turn this around several times, and this doesn't force it to go around like the gears that would mesh together. So this is going to be approximate spin rotations. Okay, so we're slowing down. How do we get it to go even slower? Well, we need to increase our output size of our circle, which we're going to do here. And so I'm going to disassemble, take off our belt first, disassemble our elements. I'm going to transfer our axle to a larger pulley wheel, much larger pulley wheel. Make sure I have enough clearance and make sure I don't overstretch my pulley belt onto the top portion. I think my bushing is broken. I think we'll be okay though. If I shoot the camera, I apologize. Okay, we have this on, and yes, Mr. Michael, remember the indicator. Okay, and I have friction. Here we go. Okay, so now this is going to take me about 4.5 spins, approximately 5, to get around to the top parts. Okay, let's go. So input, output. Input's going to take 4.5 times, approximately 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, a little bit more. Interesting, because of friction I didn't calculate. And 5.5. Interesting. So even I just learned something else. So the reason why it took longer is because the friction here actually drug. It had a little drag force on it, and it slowed our output down a little bit more. So when you're doing this, this does make it a little bit stronger when you're going around. It has a little bit more torque to it, but again, you have slippage. To make it even stronger, you would need to stretch your pulley follower out a couple of more holes. But remember, don't overstretch it. You know you're overstretching it when your pulley belt starts changing color, or when you take it off, it's a little warped. This one is still in good condition here. Well, thank you for watching Slowing Down with Pulley Wheels. Please check out our other videos later. Thank you.